Welcome to Your Purpose and Business TV, where each week we will be sharing tips and strategies for entrepreneurs. And today we are kicking off your new year, covering everything from tech and business to strategies and systems that will help you elevate your journey of entrepreneurship to the next level. My name is Raquel Walters. If you have been following me or the Your Purpose and Business podcast, then you know we are bringing information, motivation, and inspiration across all platforms. And I'm so happy to now be sharing that same energy right here on WCTX-Connecticut. But first, I'm excited to introduce you to my co-host, Leticia Bryce. And Leticia is an expert in the tech industry with 2 decades of experience, and she is the founder and CEO of Pack Technology, and she is also the president of Leticia Bryce Consulting. Help me welcome her to the show.
Hey, Raquel.
Hi, Leticia. So great to have you.
Yeah, I'm so excited to be a part of this production.
Awesome. I'm so excited as well. So, Leticia, what I love about you is that you are not afraid to take risk or breaks from traditions. And this is so important for entrepreneurs. Plus, you encourage people to DIY their tech, which is important in today's economy. Talk a bit about that.
Yes, Raquel, to achieve your goals and visions, you'll have to do the things that you've never done before. And of course, that usually requires us to get out of our comfort zone. And of course, that feels risky at first. And then you have technology. It affects almost every aspect of our daily lives. So when I meet someone that's not very tech savvy, I'm moved to empower them to DIY their tech.
That is so great, Leticia. So take us back to the beginning. You left a successful career behind to pursue your dreams, and you've worked and traveled internationally. What inspired you to follow a non traditional path and become an entrepreneur in the world of tech?
Well, yes, generally speaking, I do not stay very long in a situation that doesn't serve me or that doesn't bring me joy. And of course, that type of mentality has led me to make a number of life changing decisions, like leaving a successful career behind twice and having the audacity to speak up in situations instead of just going with the flow and suffering in silence. So I was inspired to follow this non-traditional path and become a techpreneur because I wanted to have the time autonomy and location independence. So that is the freedom to spend time every week in community service, choose who I work with, where I work, when I work, and of course, it could be anywhere. For instance, maybe at the beach or in Paris.
Nice. I love it. Oh my God. Who wouldn't want to work from the beach? So, who would you say has influenced your career the most?
If I go to the core, I would have to say my parents have influenced my career the most. In elementary school, my dad took me to the library and introduced me to the Hardy Boys and the Nancy Drew books. And that's where my love for mystery and solving a mystery began, which of course that shaped me into becoming a problem solver. And I grew up watching my mom work very hard to care for her children and level up her life. And all of her children are multi passionate entrepreneurs.
Wow, that's amazing. And so, what made you decide to pivot into tech consulting and start your own company?
Well, my own experience in getting into the tech field has led me to start my online training company to help others learn how to become high earning techpreneurs. But the pivot, that came when COVID came. All right. So when the whole world went on lockdown and we're working from home, I decided to offer my remote support services to my fellow entrepreneurs. And my first paid client was all the way in Australia. I helped her to resolve issues that she was having on her website, and I haven't stopped solving tech issues for entrepreneurs globally since.
Oh my goodness, that's amazing. So many entrepreneurs, Leticia, are building solely online these days. So, do you have any tips on how to keep our information safe in 2023?
Yes, I have 5 tips to keep your information safe in 2023. So, as you know, we're in the information age, and most persons have a digital footprint. We have data that's very important to us, whether that's our communication with our family and friends, our memories in the form of videos and photos, sensitive work information, or our personal identifiable information. That's that information that identify us in an official capacity. Right. So all of these are very valuable and must be protected. So here are 5 areas where you can check to see if you're doing enough to protect your data. So one, you need to create a secure password. And some ways you can do that is using 8 or more characters, uppercase and lowercase letters, numbers, special characters, or you can use two-factor authentication or use a password generator. Two, back up your data to the cloud. The devices that we save our data on are man-made, and so they fail from time to time. Maybe we damage them or they're stolen. So it would be a mistake to only have your data saved in that one location.
Mhm.
Number 3, never click links from unknown sources. So, in order to protect your data from phishing, and phishing is the practice of tricking internet users into revealing personal information or confidential information through the use of, deceptive email messages or websites. So, when you receive an email, even though it might look like it comes from someone that you know or from a reputable company, you want to still look beyond the email address or that URL. Don't click it, but just look beyond it to see if it is in fact reputable. So number 4, then it'll be install and update your antivirus on your computer. Because another way for your data to be compromised is by the use of malware or malicious software, like viruses, worms, Trojan horses, etc. You want to combat this by using an antivirus software and make sure that it stays current because new viruses are coming out every day.
Mhm.
And you need to make sure you have the current virus definitions to protect you from those viruses.
Awesome.
5, you want to install the latest software updates. Now, when companies put out software, there are people that dedicate their life to finding ways to break the software or to exploit the weaknesses in the software. So, and of course, they do this so that they can get access to your personal information. And so you can lose your data or you can have your identity stolen. So that's why these vendors, they would send updates for their software. So always keep those software up to date so you can stay protected. Okay, so to recap, you want to create a secure password, back up your data to the cloud, never click links from unknown sources, install and update your antivirus, and of course, install the latest software updates for any software that you're using on your devices.
Awesome, Leticia. Thank you. I'm just so honored for people to learn more about you. How can people connect and work with you?
Well, to work with me, you can send me an email at hello@letitiabryce.com, or you can send me a message on your favorite social media platform at Letitia Bryce Consulting.
Thank you, Leticia, for being with us. And I look forward to having you stick around today to add even more insight.
I look forward to it too, Raquel. There are several things about you I know our audience will be thrilled to learn. So I can't wait for you to share more about your brand, your business, and how you're helping millennials get serious about their side hustles.
Oh, thank you, Leticia. I can't wait to share. Keep it right here on My TV. We have much more coming up after the break.
My name is Letitia Bryce, and I help entrepreneurs DIY their tech and automate their business processes. You can find me at Letitia Bryce Consulting on social media. You are watching Your Purpose and Business TV.
Do you have a business idea but struggle with analysis paralysis on how you can bring it to life? Our proven system will help you to master your mindset, get clarity on your skills, and teach you how to start an online business from idea to income streams. Connect with us today over at raquelwalters.com and schedule your consultation call.
All right, are you ready to bring your brand to television? Listen, it is possible, and it's possible without pitching to all of the different networks across the country, across the world, and begging for a seat at their table. Listen, come check us out on The Connect Show. We broadcast on the CW network every single week, reaching more than 2 million households. And what we do is help you build and promote and market your brand in front of an audience that actually has a pocketbook. They actually want to spend money and better themselves, better their strategies, their systems. We focus on women in business and female entrepreneurs. So if you are building a brand that you know has the potential to be so much bigger, or if you're prepared and ready to scale, join us today. You can register to be a guest at theconnectonline.com.
Welcome back to the show. I'm Letitia Bryce, owner of Letitia Bryce Consulting, and I'm so honored to be here as co-host with Raquel Walters on Your Purpose and Business TV. And it's time to get to know our show's creator a bit more. Raquel, your vision is incredible, and broadcasting in Hartford has always been your dream. How did you even come up with your amazing podcast that has now become your own TV show?
Yes, bringing Your Purpose and Business show to TV has been a dream of mine, Leticia. And as you mentioned, it's an extension of Your Purpose and Business podcast. And you asked about my vision. My vision for the podcast before it started was to bring information to aspiring entrepreneurs by bringing on business owners and career professionals to share how they started, their struggles, how they overcame them, and how they were able to tap into a side hustle or become a full-time business owners. And the podcast since then has grown, where I had the pleasure of interviewing and bringing on authors, musicians, speakers, wellness coaches. And honestly, Leticia, it totally blew me away. And it has helped so many people. And we are bringing that same energy to TV.
I love it. Okay, so take us back to when this side hustle first started.
So this side hustle started, actually, Your Purpose and Business podcast. It started in my bedroom back in 2019. And honestly, I wanted to share a space where entrepreneur and career professionals could share their story and speak about their challenges and successes on how they navigated the working world and also their life as well. And because we tend to see only the success stories, and I also wanted to show the journey and what that looked like for all entrepreneurs.
And now you're teaching millennials how to take their own side hustles seriously. Why is that important to you?
Well, it is important, Leticia, because especially in today's economy, actually one paycheck, unfortunately, is just not cutting it and allowing families to make ends meet. And I remember when I used to work overtime years ago, and it was still not enough of money to pay all my bills because, truth be told, there was a cap in how much overtime I could do, thus affecting how much money I could make. And I know a lot of people could relate to this. So there was only 24 hours in the day, as you can imagine. So there was also a cap. So then I started looking into side hustles and to explore my multi passions back in 2016. And I've learned that I could increase my income and that it was unlimited by owning a business. And since starting a business, it has been the best decision for me, as I was able to work my job while earning income from my side hustle. So now my consulting company, I teach millennials how to turn their idea into additional income.
So, how does a millennial or any person know when to begin taking the side hustle seriously?
Well, actually, they'll know when they start to generate income from that side hustle, as it proves that there is a need in the marketplace for that service or that product that that customer is paying for.
Okay, great. So, what are the first steps of making a side hustle an actual business?
Well, the first steps are that you want to form an LLC, which is a limited liability company, once you start generating income in your state. Or if you don't want to do so right away, you could form what's actually called a DBA, doing business as, with your state or county's clerk's office. And for those who are international, you may want to file your business with the local, government offices. And the next thing that I would say is that you want to open a business account, a business bank account, to separate your business side hustle income from your personal income. This is super important and will set you on the right foundation. And then the third thing that I would say is promote your business like crazy. Show us um, and show up on social media, create your website, word of mouth, and start getting paid.
Oh, some very practical tips. And with this show, you are going to be able to inspire so many. So tell our audience, who is your ideal demographic and who needs to be watching each week? What can they expect?
So that's a great question, Leticia. So my ideal demographic are millennials and Gen Z, but truly anyone can see the value in the information we are providing on this show and take away valuable tips and tools to use in their lives from the many different experts and business owners we will be interviewing. For this show, expect information from experts in their industries, fun and entertainment. So keep watching.
Yes, well, I've been able to see the lineup this season, and I know our viewers are in for a treat. But in the meantime, if someone at home is watching and ready to share their story, how can they do it right here on the show?
Yes, if anyone is interested in showcasing their brand and business on the show, all you have to do is email us at info@yourpurposeandbusiness.com.
We are so excited for these gems that will be dropping this year.
I am too, Leticia. And coming up, our first guest this season is the perfect example of a side hustle becoming a main hustle. After the break, you will meet a stay-at-home mom who started a company with very little experience, and now she is helping others transition to WFA, which means working from anywhere while making money. Don't move, we'll be right back.
Do you have a business idea but struggle with analysis paralysis on how you can bring it to life? Our proven system will help you to master your mindset, get clarity on your skills, and teach you how to start an online business from idea to income streams. Connect with us today over at raquelwalters.com and schedule your consultation call.
you ready to bring your brand to television? Listen, it is possible, and it's possible without pitching to all of the different networks across the country, across the world, and begging for a seat at their table. Listen, come check us out on The Connect Show. We broadcast on the CW network every single week, reaching more than 2 million households. And what we do is help you build and promote and market your brand in front of an audience that actually has a pocketbook. They actually want to spend money and better themselves, better their strategies, their systems. We focus on women in business and female entrepreneurs. So if you are building a brand that you know has the potential to be so much bigger, or if you're prepared and ready to scale, join us today. You can register to be a guest at theconnectonline.com.
Hi, my name is Sherry, and I help moms find work from home jobs. You can find me at AFTH Virtual Solutions. You are watching Your Purpose and Business TV.
Do you have a business idea but struggle with analysis paralysis on how you can bring it to life? Our proven system will help you to master your mindset, get clarity on your skills, and teach you how to start an online business from idea to income streams. Connect with us today over at raquelwalters.com and schedule your consultation call.
Welcome back to Your Purpose and Business TV. We are excited to introduce you to Sherry Werner. Sherry is an author, entrepreneur, and CEO of All From the Heart Virtual Solutions. She's helping stay-at-home moms dig deeper to find a remote position that aligns with their purpose. Please help us welcome Sherry to the show.
Thank you.
Welcome, Sherry.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
It's so great to have you with us today, Sherry. Let's dive right in. What inspired you to start working remotely, and how were you able to make that transition into working from home with such little experience?
I wanted a different future for my children. My children were my main inspiration. I wanted to make a difference in our lives, and being able to start with the work from home transition, I used a lot of the skills that I required in the brick and mortar world. I was a customer service and retail and many other positions. So I was able to use that as part of my work from home journey in the very beginning with very little remote experience.
That's awesome, Sherry. Your story is so inspiring. Tell us about the name of your company, All From the Heart Virtual Solutions.
I wanted to reach people and understand that whatever I did, I wanted it all from the heart. I wanted to solve problems. I wanted to change the world. I wanted whatever I did, I wanted it all from the heart. I didn't want to just be that person who just wanted to fill my pockets. I wanted to make a difference.
I love that story, Sherry. You are also the mom of an autistic son, and you almost died from a health issue. Take us back to that time in your life and how that impacted your business you've created today.
At the time, I was a single mother, and being that way, I had to bring in an income, but I also had to take care of my children. You can't do either or. So in that moment, as I was trying to work, I would also get calls from the school because my son being autistic, no one knew how to handle him. And so I was called frequently to come pick him up from school and take care of him. And that a lot of people saw me as unreliable when it came to the brick and mortar world. So I decided to make a change when I got sick and I had no choice but to take the time off. I wanted to make a difference in our lives. So then I took that initiation and moved forward with creating the work from home lifestyle.
Wow, that's touching. So, Sherry, what tips do you have for anyone at home that's wanting to transition to remote work or is maybe struggling to find remote work?
First, find out what your purpose is, what you want to do, what fills your soul. That, above all, is going to help you succeed in anything. And then you want to evaluate your skill sets and see what supports your purpose, your alignment. And you want to make sure that you grow those skill sets as well. And another thing, when you do that, you also need to do the research and take action as well. You can't just sit there and wait for something to fall in your lap. It won't work that way.
So we've got to know also, Sherry, how can we buy the book? Tell us more about it.
Well, you can find my book on Amazon. I created the book to help guide people in the direction of finding a work from home. Sometimes we can get so overwhelmed with the thoughts of lack. Okay, we don't have enough money. We don't have the things. We don't have the equipment. But it simply is getting us aligned with our purpose. And so the remote guide to your remote career was created to help take small steps in the right direction to help provide alignment with work from home jobs and yourself.
I love that, Sherry. Tell us or talk about your services. How can people hire you?
You can find me at AFTHvirtual.solutions, but I provide a lot of different aspects as far as like social media management. Sometimes just an ear to listen is good as well. But I do provide a wide range with that.
These are such good tips. Drop your website and socials for us, if you will. I know our viewers are excited to keep up with you.
Yes, thank you. You can find me on Instagram at sgeraldv. You can also find my website, AFTHvirtual.solutions, and you can find me on Facebook, pretty much anywhere else under All from the Heart Virtual Solutions, LLC.
Wonderful. Sherry, thank you for being with us today.
Thank you.
Well, Raquel, what a fantastic way to kick off this first episode.
Thank you, Leticia, and thank you, Sherry, for being with us today. You both have added so much value to the show. Also, Leticia, before we go, drop your website one more time for those that may have missed it.
Yes, it's leticiabryce.com.
Awesome. Be sure to set your DVR and pull up with us next week as we bring you everything from tech and business to strategies and systems to help you elevate your journey of entrepreneurship. And keep up with us at yourpurposeandbusiness.com. We'll see you next week.